Hello and welcome to Whiskey with Rye, where every week we talk about the distillery, the mash bill, and the nose and taste. Three different ways of the whiskey: straight, with water, and on the rocks. This week, in apparently what's becoming Scotch month, Ardbeg 10. So this is just the standard Ardbeg 10 Isla single malt Scotch whiskey. I'm sorry, I was making sure it was in frame so you could see it before the box pops up. So Ardbeg likes to tout itself as the peatiest nose. They use words such as sea spray, tarry rope, and immense smoky intensity on the label. So you kind of know what you're getting into at the beginning with Ardbeg. It is the island of Isla, not too far from Lefroy, which we did last week. And I will put a hard tag thing up top somewhere so you can go back and watch it, because I think a lot of you missed it. It is a 10-year-old whiskey. It is 46% alcohol by volume, so 92 proof. Single malt Scotch, so it's 100% malted barley. Looking forward to jumping into this one. It is a fresh crack, as you can see, so hopefully it doesn't take me 3 months to get in. This is not any of the variations that Lefroy does. This is just the standard, or not Lefroy, sorry. Too many scotches on the brain. Not in the gut, just on the brain. That Ardbeg does, it's not their, oh, that was nice and easy. Yeah, they weren't lying. They were not lying. Okay. Let's get a pour in. Oh, wow. So coming from the bourbon world, primarily, this is very different than what I am used to color-wise, especially for a 10-year-old whiskey. Ooh, there's lots of campfire in that one. So I'm just going to put it back in the box before I forget. That way, when editor and producer in chief Podman can get down, make sure there's some left for us to share. Because honestly, that's one of the most important things in whiskey to me, is sharing. So, also, I know a couple others that will definitely want to try this. So, I mean, just look at the color and think about the difference in color between that and just like a 4-year-old bourbon. So that's going to come down to the barrels being used. So with Scotch, they often just reuse barrels. They're not new charred oak like you get with bourbon. So the wood impact color-wise is not anywhere near as heavy. Next week, we are going to be doing Balcones single malt. So it's not Scotch, but it's a single malt. And that's a 2-year-old whiskey. So when you see the picture at the end, compare it to this. 2 years old versus 10. It's nuts. So you know what? Here. This is 2. This is 10. Yeah. So that just goes to show what the impact. That just goes to show what the impact the barrel has on American whiskey. But enough talking about barrels. Let's jump into the nose. I mean, immediately you get campfire smoke with sea salt. Like it's fresh ocean spray. You right there, Rio? I mean, it's just incredible. Salty campfire smoke is all I can really say on this one. So let's jump in. It's not nearly as alcohol harsh as I thought it was going to be. Even at just 92%, I thought it was going to be a lot sharper alcohol wise. Well, man, that is just a rich campfire smoke that is just sitting there on the palate. Salty brine, almost like olive brine, comes through, just kind of laces through the whole smoke. That is just really nice. A little bit of chocolate nuttiness from the malt on the barley, but it's very subtle. But once you acclimate to the smoke, the brininess and saltiness that's in there, kind of on the back of your tongue, back of your throat, you get some of that chocolate note. Chocolate roasted peanut, almost like a chocolate M&M. Almost a chocolate M&M, a peanut M&M. I may be becoming a Scotch drinker. Holy cow. That is just really good. Solid, smoky, very, very smoky. You do pick up, like I said, a little bit of the sweetness, saltiness, but definitely, definitely smoky. And I'm really enjoying that right now. All right. Yeah, we got enough. We're going to jump into the water. Just a couple drops because there's not much left in there. And of course, for the ice, handy dandy Yeti. I'll offer one to Rio. He's not gonna want one. He's over here. He's in a cone, so he's not very happy. You actually gonna take that? No, you're not. I didn't think so. Now I'm stuck with this, dude. There you go. All right. So into the water. It does mute the smoke a little bit. Or you're by this point you're just really acclimated to it. So some of that butterscotchy sweetness that you'll sometimes find in Scotch is really coming through now. A little bit of rubber, a little bit of iodine. I can see the tar now. I may be looking for it specifically, and that's why I'm pulling it, but I'm kind of getting the tar now. A little bit of swirl. Much more subdued on the pellet. It's softer, muted. The smoke is still there. The saltiness has kind of gone back. The sweetness is a little more present, but it's lost the character points that are there. Yeah, I mean it's just softer. I think is the best way to put it. So now we'll jump into the rock spore. I'll figure out a way to make sure you guys can see it. There we go. Just get it up higher, right on. Get it up higher. Ooh, the ice, the change in the temperature has gotten it a lot more down to the iodine rubbery on the nose. And on the taste, it's even more subdued. than the water. The smoke is really the only thing that comes through. And even that is about 3 notches lower than it was, if not more. Yeah, I mean, for me, for sure, straight with water on the rocks. But still, a damn fine whiskey. Real damn fine. As you may have noticed, there have been a few different endings. If there's one you like more than the others, leave a comment. Make sure you like, subscribe, please. And until next time with Balcones American Single Malt, cheers.